A deep chill ran down my spine as I stepped off the train onto the desolate platform. I had returned to my childhood town, a place I had vowed never to revisit. Yet, here I was, drawn back by an unnerving letter that had arrived a week prior. The letter bore no return address, only a single line of text: "The lurking abomination demands your presence." The memory of the lurking abomination still haunted me. It had been a terrifying urban legend in our town, one that had been whispered about for generations. The creature was said to have a grotesque, shape-shifting form, its body an ever-changing mass of nightmarish appendages. Its eyes, like pools of liquid obsidian, could drive anyone who met its gaze to madness. I had only encountered the lurking abomination once, as a child. I had been playing alone in the woods when I stumbled upon it. Its monstrous form was concealed in the shadows, its eyes gleaming with sinister intent. The image had been burned into my mind, a scar that never faded. Following the letter's summons, I found myself wandering the familiar streets of my hometown, each step weighed down by a sense of impending doom. The sun had long since set, and the world around me was draped in an eerie darkness that seemed to swallow all light. As I walked, I began to notice strange, unsettling sights. The town's once thriving streets now lay abandoned, storefronts boarded up and homes left to decay. Shadows seemed to twist and contort, morphing into unnatural shapes that defied explanation. The air grew colder as I continued my journey, the ground beneath me covered in a thick layer of frost. A heavy fog rolled in, obscuring my surroundings and leaving me feeling disoriented and vulnerable. I finally arrived at the edge of the woods, the same spot where I had encountered the lurking abomination all those years ago. The twisted trees seemed to beckon me, their branches casting menacing shadows on the ground. As I stepped into the woods, I could feel the presence of the creature lurking in the darkness. The air grew thick with a stench of decay and sulfur, making it difficult to breathe. The silence was deafening, broken only by the sound of my own heartbeat echoing in my ears. Suddenly, I heard it, the sound of something slithering through the underbrush, accompanied by a guttural, inhuman growl. I could feel the creature's eyes upon me, and as I turned to face it, I was met with an unspeakable horror. The lurking abomination loomed before me, its grotesque form shifting and writhing as if it were made of pure nightmare. Its eyes locked onto mine, and I felt the sickening, unnatural pull that threatened to swallow me whole. I tried to look away, but the creature's gaze held me captive. It whispered in a voice that felt like 1,000 insects crawling inside my skull, "You belong to me now." I awoke the next morning in my childhood home, my body drenched in sweat and my head pounding with a relentless ache. As I stared at my reflection in the mirror, I felt a growing sense of dread. My eyes, once a warm brown, were now pools of liquid obsidian. The lurking abomination had claimed me as its own, marking me with its sinister touch. Now, I am a living reminder of the darkness that dwells in the shadows, forever bound to the creature that lurks in the depths of my nightmares.